we have, we have some rocker arm billet bearings here. And we have our billet rocker arm. Oh, look at this baby wrapped up like a piece of steak. Ooh, ain't she pretty? ARC as well. Beautiful billet rocker arm right there with the oil dipstick and everything ready to go. You know what I mean? You don't want to upgrade your flywheel and not upgrade your rocker or your arm, whatever kind of arm it's called. I call it a piston arm, but you don't want to upgrade the flywheel without doing this, because you could have a catastrophic engine failure, which, you know, basically this arm could break off in the engine, bust up all kinds of shit. You don't want that to happen, so you definitely want to make sure you get the right stuff for your application. And every application is going to be different. My application is completely custom. I got dyno tested everything. Paperwork to prove it. Dyno tested, HPI right here on the on our little Predator rod arm. So they call it a rod arm. Watch out, trash. Okay, guys. Excuse me, I'm getting kind of old. All right, and then here we've got from the good people at Dino Cams. We have a Dino Cam. Wow, looks like a greasy piece of meat here. Let me open her up. We can feast our eyes on this baby. All right. Oh, she's nice and pre-lubed, so I'm not gonna get my hands all in that. I mean, that's pretty wet, you know, so she must have to stay wet. So I'm gonna leave her in this plastic. But feast your eyes upon that giant, beefy cam. That is quite the cam right there. Those lobes are gonna stay open for a while, allowing great exhaust port action. Gonna wrap that bad boy back up here. All right. All right. Still with me there? Mm-hmm. All right, got that wrapped up. Put that back in this little nestle boxeroni. Oh, and then here we have do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-doom. We have our VM22 Makuni carburetor kit. First up, okay, we got a clamp ring. We got a high octane filter or a high air displacement filter. This filter is very beefy. It's a very beefy mod here. Let me open it up so we can get a look inside of her. And there you go. A lot of air volume can circulate through there. All right, so we got that. Looks like we got our bag of billet hardware to go with our Makuni carb. All right, just let me keep everything together real quick, guys. I'm a little excited here. All right, set that there. Put my little hose clamp back there. I don't want to get everything all mixed up, because when it's time for the curtains to go, I want to have everything ready to go. I got some hoses. This is coming out the Makuni box here. Set of hoses. I'm not sure what those are for. And I also have, it looks like a fuel filter and petcock assembly kit here, coming out of my Makuni box, and a variety of hose clamps. I'm not sure, those hose clamps look way bigger than these hoses, but I'll figure that out when I get in that figuring out situation. And then I have here a racing, what is this? Dino racing fuel pump right there. That's a pulse operated Dino race fuel pump, ladies and gentlemen. And then let's see what else I got in this nice little box of tricks here. Oh, what is this? This is fancy. It's all wrapped up again. Oh, I have a manifold. Nice polished aluminum aircraft grade manifold ready for the 212 Predator. Ready to go. I'm gonna wrap that baby back up, keep her warm, because it's cold out here. It's cold out here. This shit is nice. Set that yonder. All right, and then I got some super thick motorcycle grade fuel line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fuel line. I'm not sure where's all that stuff gonna go yet and how it's gonna go. There's no instructions on all this shit. So as I start to mess with it, in my head, I figure out where everything goes. I then do homework to make sure it goes there. And then I put it together. And then you have it. All right, and last but not least, out of this same goodie box comes one Hardy Makuni carburetor. One Makuni, baby, coming up. There we go. And this got that good thick billet fuel hose on it. Nice Makuni carb. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's got some little dials on it. Some sort of little mixture screw here. There's a mixture screw there. You getting that, Chops? Mm-hmm. There's a mixture screw at the bottom of your carburetor. At the bottom, there's a mixture screw. On the side, there's a mixture screw. And then, what do we got in here? Nothing. I guess that's where the filter goes. That's the breather. Chops, can we zoom in on that Makuni? You getting that there? Mm-hmm. Makuni. All right. I hope my hands ain't too ashy. But all right, that's that. Got our Makuni carb. We got our breather, fuel pump, gaskets. Looks like we got a gasket kit here in our Makuni carb box. We'll set that here to the side. Actually, I'm gonna put that back in the box. Well, after the video, you guys will need to watch me put everything back in the box. And then last but not least, to polish up the upgrade kit, to put all this power to the ground, to really drive the steam engine forward, we have here our tab 2 torque converter. We have one beautiful cover here, followed up by one tab 2 torque converter belt. The belt number on here is 669. Then there's another one that says 186B, 187B, 188B, 189B, and it says for motorcycle, veritable drive, for motorcycle, veritable drive, for motorcycle, veritable drive. Can we see that? We got that? All right. And then here we have a bunch of gear. I'm not sure what all I got here. Oh, look at there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even have to pull it all out of the box for you. This is the tab 2 torque converter. Right there. All the hardware you need. All the gearing, nuts, washers, spike rings, lock collar, whatever you need is all here, all included, all in the box. That's how she is right there. And that is gonna be my transmission system to my Phatmoto all-terrain. And that's it for right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and grubs. So my next videos will actually be me porting the heads on the 212 and polishing, and also porting and polishing exhaust and intake. And then I'm gonna also do seals matching porting. That all that is you mount your seals up, you take your Dremel tool and you go around the seal to make sure that the seal is not sticking up, blocking airflow or exhaust flow. So when you make port matching seals, you're really allowing your port work to shine. Because why the fuck would you spend 8 hours or more doing the port work on this motor, only to then obstruct the port work by putting seals in the way. Those seals are going to create turbulence, just as much turbulence as the motor would have created before the I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the seals, if you put the seals in after you've done your port work and you did not port match your seals, you have now just caused turbulence. Turbulence is gonna stagger your horsepower through all the RPM ranges. So you wanna port match your seals. Mount your seals up, glue them to the fucking manifold, however you need to do it to get it to stick. Take your Dremel tool, go around the inside of the seal so that the seal will match perfectly with your port. Once you do that, it should be a very smooth transition from port to pipe, and exhaust flow should flow normally or flow better than what it is. Put it on a flow meter if you don't believe what I'm saying, but I've definitely done my homework in our Phatmoto group. I've done my own standalone homework, and I guarantee you folks, what I'm talking about is the real deal. Look it up, check it out for yourself. Information is free, i.e. Google, Amazon, whatever you need. Look it up, see what I'm talking about. It's the real. And from there, you should be able to pretty much build your own system. You know what I mean? I'm part of a group, so I gotta make sure that my shit is up to date. I gotta make sure that my shit is actually riding. I'm not the type of guy that likes to keep putting a wrench on my bike. I don't like to keep working on it. I don't want to be stopped around the corner putting some dressing or zip ties on my bike. When I put my bike together, it don't fall apart. My shit don't come apart, guys. I'm not always talking. I'm not one of those guys like, this is always a project. I gotta continuously work on it. No. Once I build this thing, it stays together solid. I don't have any issues. I've never had any issues of any of my builds rattling apart. I've never had bolts come loose. I've never lost a lock washer off of my build. Once I put that shit together, it's together. You gotta have your Loctites. You gotta know where to apply Loctite, what type of Loctite to apply. Make sure you lap your flywheel. You have to lap it. So before you mount the flywheel in place, you need to pull up to your local Ace, or you can order it off of Amazon. It's called lapping cream, or lapping paste, or lapping sauce. It's for lapping. It's for making the inside of the flywheel match up with the shaft that holds the flywheel on the motor. That has to be lapped. You can't just put it on there. You have to lap it. So you put it on. So the process of lapping it, you put the cream on the shaft, then you put the flywheel on the shaft, and you pretty much get a lap dance for a little while until the shaft